Hello there. My name is Gretchen Spetz, and I'm a registered dietitian with a functional nutrition approach. And before we even talk about functional nutrition and how to get at the root causes, the diet and lifestyle related root causes of chronic issues, we have to have a system that allows us to plan, shop, and cook our meals in a way that feels easy, simple, attainable, and something we can put on repeat week after week. So I'm going to give you my top 3 tips for planning, shopping, and cooking, making sure you're getting in those good foods. You have time to make those good foods. You know what you should be making or be eating at meal times in a very, very simple way. First and foremost, I love the idea of something I like to call the skeleton meal plan. Essentially, a skeleton meal plan is all about having theme nights for your dinners. For example, Monday in our house is always a chicken dinner. Tuesday's always some sort of taco or Mexican inspired dish. This may sound really boring, like you're eating the same things over and over again, but the reality is you are absolutely not. One week we might be doing baked chicken wings and a slaw and some potato wedges. The next week we might be having chicken breasts with broccoli and some rice. So these meals are all very, very different. So you don't need to make it boring. What it really does, and the reason it works so well to make planning meals easy is because you have direction. When the world is your oyster and you can pick any recipe in the whole world, this task of planning meals can feel very overwhelming. When you have direction, like planning a chicken dinner for Monday night, is much easier and takes the mental load of planning the meal and makes it a lot lighter. The second rule of thumb that I have when it comes to planning, shopping, and cooking is having what I call the rule of two, which means I have 2 options for breakfast. I have 2 options for lunch. And a lot of times that includes leftovers from the night before. And I have 2 options for snack. Notice I don't have too many options. This again can create decision paralysis. I also am not eating the exact same thing day after day after day because by the time you get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this approach can be very boring and can result in you door dashing your favorite meal or food from a nearby restaurant instead of making it at home. Last but not least, we're all about cooking once and eating twice. So, some really easy hacks to make sure you have leftovers on hand for lunches or you have food that you can repurpose into dinner tomorrow night or the following night are doing these 3 things. Number one, when you're making an easy protein, like I was saying, Monday is my chicken dinner night. I always make sure to make extra chicken so that I have chicken available for other dinners or for lunch during the week for myself and or anyone else who wants to join in on a chicken lunch. The other thing I like to do is cook not one, but 2 cookie sheets of vegetables. So I will chop up my vegetables, put them on a cookie sheet and bake them. So I have nice roasted vegetables that can be repurposed as the week goes on. I can do the same thing with starches too. So make double rice, double potatoes, so I can utilize those throughout the week. I hope these tips make your planning, shopping, and cooking experience so much easier.